You know, ever since I've made the move to PC gaming, I've had my fair share of fun complaining about consoles. The Nintendo Switch is underpowered, the Xbox Series X looks like a fridge and has a really stupid name, and the 5 in PlayStation 5 stands for the 5 exclusive games for it. I have to cope somehow, considering I spent way too much money on my computer just to spend my time playing Minecraft and emulating Pokemon Emerald. While I'm not someone subscribed to the idea of the console wars, I appreciate my PC's pros. Playing modded games at 1440p, max settings, 144Hz display, it's my ideal experience, even when it goes wrong. Something I'll always miss about my time with consoles, though, is that things weren't meant to go wrong. One of the largest pros of buying into the console experience is leaving behind the hassle of dealing with a computer's issues, because like I said, things go wrong, randomly, and for no reason that you or the guy who had the same issue in a GameFAQs forum 5 years ago is privy to. See, console issues are usually simple to solve by design, especially consoles from the era where I actually played on them. Your DS cartridge not showing up anymore? Give it a little you're good to go. Trying to play one of the non-backwards compatible approved Xbox games on your Xbox 360, the console plainly tells you what's going wrong. There is no need to look it up on Google. Honestly, it's this or your Xbox 360 red ringing, and at that point it's over, so pick your poison. Okay, so what does any of this have to do with Modern Warfare Remastered? Well, originally the whole reason I purchased this game was to get a feel for a video talking about remakes, remasters, reboots, and forming an argument for something else instead of them, but that's for a future video. This game entered my Steam library despite the numerous warnings from my friends telling me about the horrid performance, but I didn't care. If it got bad enough, I had the actual Modern Warfare installed and ready to go. I just wanted footage of this one. So, story time. It's about 9 p.m. I sit down, ready to play some Call of Duty. Start up my OBS to record, boot up the game. Out of memory error, you are probably low on hard disk space 12. Never really seen that one before, but okay. I definitely have enough space on my SSD, so you know what? Could just be some weird one-time issue. Close this and I'll just try again. Okay, definitely happening multiple times. At this point, it was time to troubleshoot. For anyone who doesn't know that much about PCs, troubleshooting a PC game is basically just doing computer house chores. I updated my graphics card drivers, which didn't work, so I re-downloaded my Microsoft Visual C++ libraries just to make sure those weren't broken, which didn't work. Just to make sure I could, I booted up other games on the same drive, which worked just fine, confirming that this was just COD having this problem. So now after verifying the integrity of the game files and moving the install folder, I went for the Hail Mary of all tech solutions and restarted my computer. Which, honestly, what did you expect? We still have time left in this video. Troubleshooting steps exhausted, I still had one last ace up my sleeve, google.com. It took a couple minutes, but considering this error message is numbered, I was not surprised to learn that this was one of the most common issues people had with this game. To elaborate, it's not like this issue appears after playing the game for a certain bit. What happens is that the game, while downloading, very simply does not properly create a folder in the files called Players2. This folder handles everything from tracking statistics to saving the game and options you set, so when it doesn't install correctly, it doesn't just make the game unplayable, it's unlaunchable. This game is being sold for $40, $20 when it's on sale, which is the current full price of the original Modern Warfare, and for a portion of players, it doesn't work. The only thing I'm left to compare this situation to is Bethesda, for a period of time, not updating Fallout 3 to be able to run on Windows 10 because of its dependency on the now redundant Games for Windows Live. But that's different for a multitude of reasons because, and I cannot believe I am defending Bethesda here, they not only eventually fixed the issue, Fallout 3 came out in like 2007, so while they definitely should have had like any developer that can on their payroll remove the Games from Windows Live dependency a long time ago, it's an issue that came about because of time. For the amount of people I've seen this issue affect while looking up how to fix it online, Activision surely knows about this issue with their game that came out in 2016, refuses to have anyone do anything about it while still selling it for $40 with absolutely zero warning anywhere. What really baffles me is that Activision released MW2's remastered campaign a month after consoles on PC. This remaster, somehow, had the exact same memory issue as Modern Warfare. Within a day, Activision support acknowledged there was an issue, and then 4 days later fixed the issue. This is a good thing. I'm not saying it's bad you fixed your problem, Activision. In fact, congrats. But don't you think you're forgetting a game? Especially when that game is being sold for twice the goddamn price on Steam? Alright, continuing story time. Out of memory, you are probably low on hard disk space. 12 has two different solutions. One involves booting your computer into safe mode and then launching the game so it makes its own Players2 folder correctly, and the other is basically just downloading someone else's Players2 folder from a game that actually installed correctly and has already been played. Considering I didn't really feel like taking the risk of downloading someone else's game files on a random discussion forum for obvious reasons, I went with fix number 1. Now I was getting a little frustrated. Look at what happened to my fucking desktop because of safe mode. Look at this. Look at that. And I only got more frustrated when the solution didn't work, because of course it didn't fucking work for me. So I broke down and I downloaded someone else's Players2 folder. While it might be an anticlimactic ending to the video, it didn't work. At this point, I assumed I fucked up. User error, skill issue. There is no way I'm unlucky enough to have a problem with 2 solutions and neither of them work. I double checked, I triple checked, I was copying this folder correctly. I was shocked, flabbergasted even. I looked like a goddamn YouTube thumbnail, so I gave up for the day. I was done. In all honesty, I nearly just refunded this game and scrapped this video. I had tried for days on end to get this stupid fucking game just to launch, all because Activision can't make a game that installs itself correctly. Twice! I didn't really even need it to launch because I own the original Modern Warfare already. I was just being stubborn. At my lowest point, I decided to browse the Steam discussion forums because I actually wanted to see if other people were talking about this issue. By pure chance, I came across a post about someone saying they had a working fix for error 12, not enough memory. I need you to understand how suspicious this looks. The guy posting this has a completely blank level 1 profile. He spelled archive wrong in the post, and someone is posting a VirusTotal link in the replies saying there's malware. So I downloaded the folder, threw it in the VirusTotal just to be safe, and after it came back okay, it was time to actually see if this worked. Oh my god! Oh, what the fuck? Whoever was in charge specifically of the shit that happens with the out of memory error 12 thing needs to be And for all this effort, all my time, the week I spent thinking about this issue, the game is just fine, I guess. It's Modern Warfare, but it looks better and runs worse, like significantly worse. I have a really good computer for 2022, and this game is from 2016. It's impressive how unoptimized this is. Hilariously, getting the game to actually launch doesn't even mean you're in the clear from the game being unplayable because of bugs. While playing the campaign, the game will crash without fail while trying to load the mission War Pig. Of course, the game doesn't tell you why, and Activision doesn't list it as a known issue on their support website listing known issues for Modern Warfare Remastered, so you have to Google the issue and learn that it's because shader preload is on by default. At this point, I would honestly be less annoyed if I just got an email from Activision telling me to go fuck myself, because then at least I'd know they were intentionally trying to make me go insane. Now there might be some people asking, well wait Stryxo, what about the multiplayer? Shouldn't you talk about that? I don't care. Thinking about this game gives me a migraine, and at this point I regret this entire journey I went on to get it to work, because it wasn't worth it. This game is dead to me, and it's also dead to everyone else. I appreciate the idea of remastering Modern Warfare. I really do, but it's so unneeded, and I think everyone can realize the only reason Activision did this shit was to push Infinite Warfare out the door. It's sad because there really is effort here. There's been a lot of work done in painstakingly recreating every single detail from the original and then going above and beyond to add details that weren't necessary. The animation work is amazingly well done. The sound work is incredible. The guns look beautiful and feel amazing to use, but none of it matters if I can't even play the game. Consider subscribing to the channel, following me on Twitter, or clicking on the playlist to watch more things that suck.